Okay, so this first recipe has actually been one of my favorite recipes for years, so I'm as shocked as you are that I haven't yet shared this recipe on my YouTube channel. This is a very easy, healthy pancake recipe. It only requires 3 basic ingredients. So to start, I've got my NutriBullet. You can just use a blender, and I'm adding about 1/3 cup of rolled oats to that. I'm just blending the oats up really quickly. They blend really easily and it turns into a flour. Then to the blended oats, I'm adding 1 medium banana, which I'm peeling and just throwing in, and then also 2 eggs. I use quite large eggs, and you can just blend all of that up and you have yourself some healthy pancake batter. I am adding 2 optional ingredients, a little bit of cinnamon and a little splash of vanilla extract. But yeah, just throw all the ingredients in the blender together and just blend it in one go. I like to put my pan on the stove at a medium to high heat to get things going, and then I turn it down to a medium heat. I add a tiny little bit of coconut oil to the pan just to grease it a bit so that the pancakes don't stick, but I really just use such a small amount. And then I do like a heaped tablespoon amount per pancake. Sometimes I add a little bit more, and I just swirl it around quickly to, with the spoon to get it in a roundish shape. I do this quite quickly before it starts to cook too much. And then when I start to see the little bubbles on the top of the pancake, like a couple of bubbles, then I know it's time to flip. And then I just wait like 2 or 3 minutes to let the other side cook as well. And then I just start adding them to a plate 1 by 1 or 2 by 2 as they are ready. And wait for a nice big plate of pancakes. That's my favorite. And I just keep doing that over and over until all of the pancakes are ready. I generally just make 2 pancakes at a time, sometimes 3. I don't know, with making pancakes, I find it really helpful having a good frying pan. It's best to use a non-stick frying pan. You'll have the best pancakes with a non-stick frying pan. I use a Le Creuset. I don't know how to say that, but I think it's Le Creuset. But it's a really good brand. The pans are non-toxic, which is really awesome. If you don't have a non-stick pan, you will need to use a little bit more cooking oil so that they don't stick, just FYI. And this one batch serves 1. It makes quite a lot, as you can see, depending on how big you make them, of course. And the pancake batter alone, so all of the pancakes without the toppings, is only about 400 calories if you just used a little bit of coconut oil like I did to make them. So that's really low in calories for a giant pancake stack. It's not a lot of calories at all. And when all of the pancakes are ready, I like to make a pancake stack because it's really fun. And I can't think of many things better than a healthy pancake stack for breakfast. I'm drizzling some unsweetened macadamia nut butter on top. You can use any nut butter. I love using unsweetened peanut butter on top as well. And I'm also adding some fresh blueberries as well as some fresh raspberries on top. You can add any fruit, fresh banana slices, fresh strawberries, fresh peaches, figs. They're also really good as toppings. But this is my favorite, probably my favorite way to make healthy pancakes. Sometimes I use just fruit for the toppings, like I'll just use berries and I won't add the nut butter as well, just depending on what I feel like having. Oh my gosh, don't these just look too good to be true? I promise they are so delicious. And they're full of healthy nutrients, they're unprocessed, and I'm freaking obsessed, you guys. So for this, great for something a little bit different every now and again. If you're a porridge lover and you just want to change things up and try something new. To start, I've got 1/4 cup of dry quinoa. I'm placing that into a sieve and just rinsing it under water for a couple of seconds. This helps to get rid of the bitter taste that quinoa has sometimes. Then I'm placing that into a pot with about 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. You can use any other milk that you'd prefer, and I'm bringing that to a boil on the stove and letting it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, stirring it every now and again, and after cooking it will become a lot more thick, like a porridge. You can add some more almond milk if you need to, if it's a little bit too thick for you. And then I like to add about half a medium banana. Just smash it up before you add it in. Sometimes I do a whole banana, but sometimes I just do half a banana. And I'm adding a teaspoon of coconut oil as well. The almond milk, the banana, and the coconut oil, they all help to give it a creamy porridge texture, and they all add really good nutrients too. But yeah, they really make it like creamy and porridgey, because if you just cook quinoa alone, it won't become porridgey and creamy. Then I like to add about half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract and a little pinch of cinnamon. Definitely add the cinnamon. Of course, those are optional, but definitely add the cinnamon. It makes it really good and adds a little bit of flavor. And I'm just mixing it all up and letting the coconut oil melt into the porridge. And I like to add some extra sweetener, so I'm just doing a quick little taste test and adding a teaspoon of 100% pure maple syrup and doing another taste test. And I decided that I needed some more sweetener. It just depends on my mood that day, how sweet I like it that day. So I added another teaspoon of 100% pure maple syrup. You can also just add the full banana instead of the half and then add less sweetener. And you can obviously use another healthy sweetener like xylitol or pure coconut sugar. I'm just serving that into a bowl and topping it with some fresh strawberry slices and also some raw almonds that are chopped up. Sometimes I go all out and add another splash of almond milk on top if I feel like it. And that's how easy it is to make quinoa porridge. It's really not that difficult or time consuming. Maybe a little bit more effort than making oatmeal. So I don't have it like every single morning, but every now and again, I like to have it to, you know, switch things up if I just feel like having something a little bit different. So this is just how I like to make it.
Please comment,
and it becomes so
like,
creamy
share,
and delicious.
and subscribe to my channel.
I love it.
Jesus loves you.
So the